Welcome to Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel. So in this video, Uping video number 65, I will talk about the prediction about the Tesla trend for the coming week, March 14th to March 18th. So today is March 13th. So before I talk about the prediction for the next week, I will also just very briefly review the last prediction and also give a little bit, just a short introduction about this on label and the indicators for convenience of those people who haven't watched the Uping video before. So let's go to Tesla chart. So this is a Tesla weekly chart and this is a Tesla daily chart. So this each vertical bar is a real-time data. So this is based on the OHLC bar chart. So this is the real-time data. So the left tick is the opening price and the right tick is the closing price. And this is high and low. So that's basically the open, high, low, closing price for each day if this is a daily chart. So if this is a weekly chart, that means each bar is a weekly real-time data. So if I, for example, if I change this to candlestick, so it can be easily changed to candlestick. So this is the, for example, if this is red, that means the it's in decreasing trend. That means this corner is the opening price, this is the closing price. So if this is the green, that means this left corner, this is the opening price, this is the closing price. So I just get used to use this bar chart, OHLC bar chart. So that's the same thing. So in last video, Uping video number 64 uploaded to YouTube on March 6, 2022. That's a prediction for the last week. Basically, that's a week after that video number 64. So that's a prediction for the week after video number 64 from March 7th to March 11th. So in that video number 64, I predicted the weekly the fluctuation region is 800 to 868, 800 to 868. I also mentioned for some worst scenario, it may drop to $772. So that's a prediction for the weekly minimum price and the maximum price. And you see the prediction of $868 for that week. So maximum price is just $2 higher than the actual price for the actual maximum price for the week. For example, this is a Tesla weekly chart and this is a Tesla weekly chart. So for the last week, basically that's a week after video number 64, this maximum price is 866. Basically is 866.35. So it's just $2 lower than what I predicted for the maximum value of 868 predicted in video number 64. For the minimum price, so I mentioned in video number 64, mentioned 800 and also mentioned for the worst case for 772. So the average price between the 772 and 800 is basically is $786. $786 is still just $4 different from the actual lower price happened in that week. The minimum price for that week is $783. $783 is just $3 or $4 lower than that average price I predicted in the video number 64. So, you know, right now there's a lot of uncertainties and also challenges in stock market. There's could be affected by the ongoing war and the inflation, and also the potential, the increase of the interest rate, and also the general decreasing momentum. So there's a lot of uncertainties and challenges. So that increases the uncertainty and the difficulty in predicting the actual exact minimum price. So, but for that average, the minimum price, if I calculated it based on the 772 and the 800, the average price is $786. That's just $3 or $4 different from the actual minimum price. That's still, not bad. It's still good prediction compared to the actual about $800 stock unit share stock price. And even for this maximum price of the weekly maximum price, it's just a $2 difference. Again, happened in video number 64. Last video, in video number 62, I also predicted the maximum price for the weekly maximum price with $2 of a difference. So that's, this kind of accuracy, high accuracy, achieved again. So, okay, that's just a brief review for the last prediction. So many people probably will be interested in what will happen for the coming week, for March 14th to March 18th. So this is real-time data, and this kind of trend lines, like blue trend line, this kind of trend lines, and the yellow trend lines, these are predicted by the Uping prediction model. So these trend lines are calculated based on the historic data of the Tesla price that happened before, and provide a prediction for the coming week or coming day, depends on which time frame you choose. So this kind of trend lines are basically based on the prediction, and you can see this this kind of a maximum price and even for some minimum price that are also matches this trend lines well. And for some cases, there's some special dot minimum price, and you see when it drops to this region, touches this minimum price, special dot minimum price, special dot, and it started to rebound. So it's also provide another level of prediction. So based on, you see last Friday, the closing price is happened here is around $795. It's close to the low price, and it's also dropped below this minimum price trend line, and this is the middle level trend line. Is already at the very low level of minimum price trend line. So when it drops to this one, and it has some kind of decreasing momentum, but that decreasing momentum have already reduced. So depends on how it will be opened early next week. So basically that's tomorrow. So there's a possibility that it will open a little bit lower than this, but jumped to above this minimum trend line, and then it will start to have increasing momentum, start to increase, and but there's still a relatively high possibility that will it first have a drop or dip first, and then maybe it will go up. But anyway, next week's fluctuation region is estimated to be in this region. It's in this region. The estimated range, fluctuation range for the next week is $789 to $836 to $836. So $789 to $836. It may go up to this $850. And for the worst scenario, it may still dropped or exceeded $789. It may have a possibility to go even down to $760, around this level, $760. That's basically similar to approach this special dot minimum price special dot. So for right now is March 13th. So there's about 3 weeks left this month. So if you check this monthly chart, this is a Tesla monthly chart, and you can see for this month, March, it started at a relatively high price region, and the high value is a little bit higher than this opening, and then it started to drop. So it's still in decreasing momentum in this month. So you see for this monthly chart, there's still a big gap between the current price, the closing price of last Friday, and this special dot minimum price for this month. So that's at about $715. There's still a high tendency for the Tesla stock price to drop to this low price region by the end of this month or within the next 3 weeks. So it has this kind of a high tendency to go down to this. But there are many people like to hold this or buy this Tesla and like to trade this stock. So it's still generally have a good potential to rebound, to at least has some kind of a temporary rebound. So that's why it has some kind of a big fluctuation, even in a day or even in a week. So if you are interested in this kind of evaluation or analysis, you are welcome to watch more videos in YouTube or subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel. Thanks for watching the video.